My decision to go to college was always more of an assumption than a decision. In the household I grew up in, my grandparents' parents all went to college, as well as all my friends were going to college, so it was always more assumed that I would go to college as well. The only decision I ever really made about college was which college I wanted to go to. I applied to almost every public state college in North Carolina and only got accepted at 2. I didn't want to go to UNC Charlotte because it was too close to home, so I went to Appalachian State instead. One of the first events that helped shape my identity took place before I even started college. I decided to apply to live in a learning community at App. Since I had been involved in community service clubs in high school and done some community service work with my youth group, I decided to apply to the service and leadership floor. Joining the floor gave me an instant community of people who shared the same interests as I did, as well as got me involved with all the community service opportunities at App, such as Dance Marathon, Alternative Spring Breaks, and just a lot of different opportunities. The experience allowed me to grow my interest in community service, which would eventually lead to me pursuing a service-based career. It also helped me develop as a student leader, as well as gave me a new way of thinking about service and why community service is important, especially in college. After my freshman year, I had the opportunity to study abroad on a faculty-led trip in Germany and France. It was the first time I ever felt truly on my own. I was in a new place with all new people. Throughout my experience, I found myself in many situations that forced me to question all of my morals. Everything I thought I stood for or believed in, beliefs that I had never really questioned or doubted for years, were now all being put to the test. It forced me to really do a lot of soul-searching and discover what I truly believed in on my own, without the influence of anyone from high school or even freshman year. The summer after my sophomore year, I got a job as a resident assistant with Upward Bound. During my experience working and living with the students, it taught me how fortunate I was and how easy my path to college had been, and how, from my position, what could I do to make a difference. I also found so much joy in connecting and helping the students in the program, seeing them grow, seeing them learn, and seeing them realize that college wasn't this far-off dream for them. It was the first time a job brought me that much fulfillment and happiness. Looking back, that was the biggest aha moment of I found something I'm very passionate about, maybe I should think about pursuing this, but at the time I was still very focused on pursuing a career in PR, even though in the back of my head I knew it really wasn't the right fit. So after my amazing summer at Upward Bound, I interned for the then Charlotte Bobcats, now Hornets, as a public relations intern. Going into my internship, I knew nothing about basketball or really the sports world in general, and in a couple of weeks, I quickly learned that PR, and specifically sports PR, was not what I wanted to do. It was a challenging experience to come into a whole new world that I knew so little about. The term fake it till you make it applied to my whole summer. The experience really taught me a lot about learning on your feet and taking initiative, as well as forced me to really accept the truth that I did not want to work in PR. The best part of my experience at the Bobcats was meeting Jerome, who was the public relations coordinator. He took me under his wing and taught me everything I needed or could ever want to know about the job, as well as got me thinking a lot about my career goals and my future. He was the one who encouraged me to attend graduate school and the value in furthering my education. While he was someone who I only knew for a short time, he did help shape me a lot. He had such a passion for sports as well as life in general. He was someone who would set goals for himself and work nonstop till he got there, which was very inspiring to meet someone like that and motivated me to find my passion and stick to the goals I set for myself. Reflecting back on people throughout college that played a role in my development, there are many professors, supervisors, but the main people I keep coming back to were my roommates throughout college. Living with them was not always easy and many times a challenge, but all of them were and still are the people who are always honest with me, always push me to reach my potential, and really help shape the person I am today through their friendship. Overall, the most important thing I learned about myself is the amount of potential I have if I just trust myself and make the effort to step outside my comfort zone. The best experiences, relationships, and learning moments in my life in college, and really since then, have all come from me pushing myself to take the leap, even if I was terrified, but also knowing that I have to trust myself, trust my decisions, and really trust whatever life happens to throw my way.
Maybe it's the way she walks.